What is up? It's Jim Ellie with Reactive Training Systems, and today I have a question similar to one that I've answered in a recent video, and that is what to do if you overshoot your RPE in the middle of a training session. This is a question that, of course, as coaches, we get literally on a daily basis because no one's perfect, no one's hitting their RPE without any issue every session, but lifters do want to know what to do in that situation so that they're doing the right thing and that the coach and the athlete are happy and that they can make progress. It depends on what protocol that you're using and what the protocol looks like, but the protocol that I'm going to use as an example is a ramp-up protocol. A ramp-up protocol is when you have an exercise and you have 3 top sets. Each set is increasing in the RPE and increasing in weight. The protocol that we're going to be using is a triple out of 7, a triple out of 8, and a triple out of 9, plus 2 down sets. This is going to give us a good framework for what we can do in a situation where you overshoot your RPE. A lot of times lifters are going to have this protocol and they're going to hit their triple out of 7 and it looks really good and it feels good, and they're going to add maybe 15 kilos to that set. Now the plan was hit a triple out of 8, but adding 15 kilos led that to become a triple out of 9. So they jumped 2 RPE. We're planning on having 3 total ramp up sets, and they just cut it to 2. Now they have 2 down sets. What, if anything, should they do to modify their training to make sure they're matching the stress that was intended for them on that day? My answer from most lifters is that the main goal for us was to hit that top set, that triple out of 9 RPE. So if you skip one because you added too much weight from the RPE 7 set to the RPE 9 set, then I would continue to proceed as normal, meaning from the top set, if you have a down set and there's a load drop protocol attached to those down sets, then you'll drop 5% from the top set and you'll perform 2 sets at that weight. That's one option, is you just proceed as normal. Option 2 is, let's say you overshoot just a top set. So you hit the triple out of 7, you hit the triple out of 8, but then you hit a triple out of 9.5 or maybe a triple out of 10. In that scenario, what you're going to want to do is increase the percentage drop for the load drop set. So after the triple out of 10 that you accidentally performed, instead of dropping 5% from that number, from that weight, you're going to drop 7.5, maybe 10% of that weight. We're prescribing a load drop set because the fatigue accumulated from doing a high RPE set needs to be adjusted for, or needs to be accounted for on the remaining sets. Otherwise, it's just going to be too hard to complete and we're going to overshoot the goal stress of that exercise. Those are the 2 main scenarios that we face as athletes and as coaches. There are a few other nuances and ways of overshooting, but the takeaway points from that example is that you want to figure out what the intention of the protocol was or is, so that you know how to adapt and adjust if you don't perform it perfectly. With most things in training, we're not striving for perfection, we're striving for consistency. So as long as we're tracking the data and we're making decisions based on the goal for the session, then we'll be in a much better position to allow for long-term progress. If you don't understand those concepts, ask your coach, ask one of us at RTS, and yeah, thanks for the question, and we'll talk to you in the next video.